Today we'll study 3D geometry or three-dimensional geometry where we'll have three axes, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, which are going to divide this entire space into 8 octants. Now before studying 3D geometry, there are certain concepts from vectors which will come handy. So what we'll first do is we'll have a quick look at all these prerequisites. Now any point in 3 dimension which is given as x, y and z, it defines position of a point from origin. Along x-axis it is x, along y-axis it is y, and along z-axis it is z. So any point, it is nothing but a position vector. So basically equivalent of a point in 3D is a position vector in vectors. So this point P x, y, z, we can write this as this position vector of point P from origin, and it will be xi plus yj plus zk. So any point, say it is -3, 2, 0, we are going to consider it as a position vector OA, and it will be -3i plus 2j plus 0k. And that's our first prerequisite, which is position vectors. So any point in 3D space, it is nothing but a position vector which defines position of a point with respect to origin. Now the second thing in vectors that we'll need is dot product. Now we know that if we have two vectors, say A, which is a1i plus b1j plus c1k, and then another vector B, which is a2i plus b2j plus c2k, then A dot B, it is defined as a1a2 plus b1b2 plus c1c2. So we have to take I with I, j with j and k with k, and then we'll add them, and it's a scalar product. So we'll get some number. Say for example, if we have A as 2i minus j plus k and B is 3i plus k, then A dot B. Now I with I, it is 6, j with j is 0, and then k with k is 1. So value of A dot B is 7. And we also know that if we have two perpendicular vectors, if A and B, they are perpendicular, then in that case their dot product will be 0. So this concept where two vectors, they are perpendicular, will be very handy in three-dimensional geometry. Now the third concept that we need is projection of a vector. Now if we have two vectors A and B, and this angle is theta, then projection length of B on A. So this is projection of B on A. Its length, say L, it is given by B dot A cap, and since we are talking about this length, so this length will be positive, so it will be given by this dot product B dot A cap and its absolute value. So we'll be given two vectors where we'll need to find projection of one vector on another, and there we'll use this projection formula. And at times we'll also need to find perpendicular distance. Now if this angle is theta, this L is B cos theta, then this perpendicular distance D will be nothing but will be B sin theta. So we can write this perpendicular distance D as mod of B sin theta, or we can write this as mod of B cross A, which is mod B mod A sin theta upon mod A, and we can also write this as B cross A cap. We'll use this fundamental while finding perpendicular distance of a point from a straight line. And there what we'll do is we'll find this vector B, and then we'll find a unit vector in the direction of this line, which is A cap. We'll take their cross product and we'll take its modulus to find perpendicular distances. And the fourth concept, which is very, very important for 3D geometry, is your cross product. Now we know that if we have two vectors, say A and B, then A cross B, it is defined as mod A mod B sine theta into n cap, where this n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to plane of A and B. So whenever we need a vector which is perpendicular to both the vectors, so there will be many questions where you need to find a vector which is perpendicular to both A and B. In that case, what we'll do is we'll use cross product. So we'll find this vector, say n, as cross product of A and B. So we'll be using this cross product whenever we want to find a vector which is perpendicular to two given vectors. So here what we have to do is we just have to take this determinant which is ijk. Now this is A1, B1, C1 and this is A2, B2 and C2. We'll get a vector which is perpendicular to both A and B. So there will be questions where we'll be given two lines and then we have to find a line which is perpendicular to both given lines. So here we'll get one vector in one direction, another vector in another direction, and then if we take their cross product, we'll get direction of the line which is perpendicular to two given lines. In the same way, we'll have two planes. Then we have to find a plane which is perpendicular to the two given planes. There also we'll use cross product. So there'll be many situations in 3D geometry where we'll need to use cross product to find a vector which is perpendicular to two given vectors. Now this sixth one is scalar triple product. Now we have three vectors A, B and C. Then we define scalar triple product as A dot B cross C, and we also write this as this box product ABC. And this box product ABC, it is equal to this determinant which is A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 and A3, B3, C3. And we also know that if three vectors A, B and C, they are coplanar, in that case value of this determinant which is this box product ABC, it must be 0. So that's our sixth fundamental that we'll need from vectors. And finally we have this seventh one which is angle bisector. Now if we have two vectors A and B, then internal angle bisector of A and B, it is given by A cap plus B cap. So all we need to do is we need to find unit vector in the direction of A, unit vector in the direction of B, and we need to add them. Then we'll get internal angle bisector. So this is internal angle bisector. And if we need external angle bisector, say this one, then it'll be given by A cap minus B cap. So from the two vectors or from the two given lines, we can always find a vector in the direction of their internal or external angle bisectors. So primarily these are 7 prerequisites that we need from vectors.